Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 360 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is one of the many free and inexpensive recruiting education resources provided by the Recruit Me Education Company. In episode 359, we celebrated the 3-year anniversary of me buying and becoming the owner and CEO of Recruit Me and the host of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. In that episode, I reviewed the 10 most listened to episodes that I have done in those 3 years. 2 of the 10 episodes were 207 and 209. Those 2 episodes were part of a 4-part series that I did in July and August of 2020. The series was moderated by the Recruit Me founder and original The Athletic Scholarship Podcast host, John Fugler. The 4-part series covered what to do for your recruitment during your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior years of high school. Both John and I share valuable advice in those 4 episodes. Go back and listen to episodes 207, 208, 209, and 210. Today I'm going to revisit one of those episodes from that original 4-part series and give you a review of what you need to do each year of high school. These items are basics that all recruits need to do. These yearly items are good for any sport at any level. These are foundations to build your whole recruiting journey on. Now, as I have said many times on the Athletic Scholarship Podcast episodes, if there are 1,000 student athletes, then there will be 1,000 different recruiting journeys. So take these basics and build your own individual paths based on your sport, your skills, your gender, your height, weight, and strength. Also, your wants and needs in a college setting and your academics, and those are just to name a few of the hundreds of factors. Today, we jump into what to do your freshman year of high school. Recruit Me recommends that the perfect time for most student athletes to start the recruiting process is entering your freshman year of high school. If you are entering or in any other year of high school, some of these freshman year basics may need to be done to get you back on point to making your college decision. There are many reasons that getting started as you enter your freshman year of high school or during your freshman year of high school are important. Many parents ask me the question, when to start recruiting? So I say as you enter your freshman year for most high schoolers. Or another response is start today. Recruit Me recommends to use your freshman and sophomore years to learn about recruiting. Start doing research about recruiting and colleges, and to build your parameters list to set you up for your junior and senior years. Again, there is no set time frame for recruiting. Some sports recruit earlier. Many times girls get recruited earlier than boys. And even your sports position or your location of the country can vary the actual starting times. Some levels of play cannot directly contact you until after your sophomore year and as you enter your junior year, but there are exceptions in the recruiting rules. Go to ncaa.org, naia.org, and njcaa.org to find out contact rules and get recruiting calendars. Many student athletes and families work too much on early exposure and not enough on their education and research of recruiting and colleges. I know there are athletes that get attention in 8th grade and as a freshman. Those student athletes are usually very mature and or very skilled. The number of those athletes are very low, but they get a lot of media and social media attention. A large number of high school student athletes are not physically mature enough to impress a college coach as a freshman or a sophomore. Most college coaches are not looking for a 5'10", 145-pound athlete that won't hit the college campus for another 3 to 4 years. Running times, swimming times, throwing distance, or velocity, or overall strength are not developed until later in high school normally. Also, most of the time, a freshman has not or will not have played against a high level of competition or excelled against a high level of competition. Okay, so enough about why you're not getting recruited as a freshman. Let's get into what you need to do during your freshman year so that you will be ready when your individual time comes. Let's build a foundation or draw a map to navigate over the next 2 to 3 to 4 years. High school gives you a 4-year time frame to set up another 4 to 5 year opportunity, then to set up another 40 years plus of life. I do want to say that college may not be for everyone. And I'm not telling you that you have to go to college to be successful in life. And you don't have to play a sport to get the most benefits from your post-high school years. But if you're listening to this, you probably have been playing sports or many sports for the last 5 or 6 years. If sports are part of your life and you are good and passionate for sports and competition as you enter your freshman year, then let's take a little time to again build a foundation for the next 3 years of high school. Also, by doing these early steps, you will help yourself to decide on a college, even if you decide not to play or if, heaven forbid, you get injured. One of the items to do your freshman year is to discuss as a family the possibility of playing a sport in college. Just acknowledging the possibility is an important step. The student-athlete's response of yes or maybe or I don't know should push you to continue the process. These items are not in concrete order. So next, start educating yourself on college and about recruiting. That is why RecruitMe exists. It is a recruiting education system and resource. There are many other free and inexpensive resources out there. Take advantage of them, but don't run through so many that you get confused. Pick a process and go with it. Hint, try RecruitMe. Next, start planning your high school academics. Each college level of play has academic requirements, like the NCAA core classes. Go to ncaa.org to check out the core classes and use them to be a great guide to be recruitable and ready for college. Most sports and most levels do not give any or very few full-ride athletic scholarships, so academics play a huge role in getting all or part of your college paid for. Meet with your high school counselor and start formulating a freshman and sophomore plan for fulfilling the core courses. I tell anyone I can, your GPA starts the first day of your freshman year, so don't dig yourself a hole academically your freshman year. A majority of academic scholarship money comes from your high school's GPA or your class rank and or SAT or ACT scores. Eventually, getting money academically can make you more marketable when you are actually getting recruited. As you do research on colleges, you can start to make a list of colleges. Start with 20 to 25 colleges. I suggest that both the student-athlete and the parents make a separate list and then compare them. I always laugh and tell the student-athlete not to roll their eyes as they look at their parents' list, and for the parents not to discourage a student-athlete on any of their colleges listed. You will eventually get your list up to 30, 40, even 50 colleges. Another exercise is to watch college games. Watch all the levels of play: NCAA Division I, Division II, and Division III, NAIA, and junior college levels. Watch them live and on TV or streaming. As you research colleges, go to their athletic website, and it will have the team schedule and roster. And many of those sites will have links for live and recorded games. If you can go to a live game, sit close to the action if you can. Feel the size, the speed, and the energy of the athletes, and watch the coaches and how they communicate with their players. You are building items to refer back to so you know what you need to strive for as you train your body and your skills to compete at those levels in the next 4 or 5 years. Also, you are building a personal database of what you like or dislike in a program. Later, you will develop a parameters list. More on parameters next week. Another way to prepare for your parameters list and your eventual decision is to do drive-thrus of college campuses. As you travel on vacation or on high school or club and organizational trips, I recommend that you visit college campuses. I found out with my 2 sons that they didn't know what they wanted in a college experience as a high school underclassman because they played on their phones with their heads down as I drove to their games on college campuses or through towns or cities that had a college. So they didn't even know what a college campus looked like, except for the gym or the field that they played in. Take your playing schedule and see where you are playing. Look up colleges en route or in the town or city that you are going to. And ask your parents to take 30 minutes extra as you drive through so that you can get onto a college campus and so that you can evaluate the atmosphere on a campus and the surrounding area. Check out the buildings, sports facilities, dorms, future off-campus housing, restaurants, parking, entertainment, and any other things that make up an enjoyable 2 or 4 year college experience. Take notes, take pictures, and store those for future reference. Drive through before, after, and between games too. You will need to continue to do drive-thrus throughout your high school career. Social media will come into play as you engage in your recruitment. Start setting up your social media and clean it up or keep it clean throughout. Coaches will check on your interests and how you have posted in the past as they make a decision on you. Coaches don't need any drama. You are working to beat out other prospective student athletes. You may beat out another prospective student athlete if they have drama or bad grades, if your skills are the same or similar. Remember, there will be dozens of other prospective student athletes out there just like you. By watching college sports or by looking at college rosters, you get to see what you need to look like in 4 years. Develop a strength, diet, and sports skills plan here in your freshman year to build to those levels that you will need. Don't go to a prospect or an ID camp thinking you will get exposure at this time. Go to skill and fundamental development camps that you want to go to and that you can afford to develop those skills and to be the best player that you can be. Remember, college coaches cannot, most of the time, talk to you as a freshman. So at a tournament or at a showcase, most college coaches are looking at juniors or seniors. Even if you score 4 goals, score 25 points, win a race, or go 3 for 4 with a double as a freshman, in a freshman age game, there probably won't be many college eyes on you. Also, you may be on court number 2 or field number 2 as a coach is getting lunch or watching on court number 8 or field 8. Exposure is not a high priority your freshman year. I have seen many players move from one club organization to another because they didn't get exposure their freshman year. Don't do that. If the club organization is providing good competition, development, and a good experience, hang with them. Learn the basics of your sport. How to run a pass route. How to help offside in basketball defense. How to set up another scorer for a goal. Learning to bunt, hitting the cutoff man, or just throwing a strike are examples of learning your sport. Keep your grades up, stay in shape, play other sports, spend time weekly on your recruiting education, spend time weekly dribbling, swinging a bat, throwing, working on your running form, or whatever your main sport is doing in its off-season. This episode covers many items to get you started on your recruitment. This is a wide brush approach and needs to be individualized to you. One of the main reasons to start your freshman year is to do the very basic items so that you are set up to tackle all the items that come fast at you your junior and senior years. Again, developing a foundation will save you time, money, and especially anxiety. It will not eliminate any of those, but it will reduce them. And the list gets longer your sophomore, junior, and senior years. The clock ticks faster in your junior and senior years. Go to recruit-me.com and see the categories of past episodes of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. Take advantage of these free 15-minute episodes that are full of recruiting tips. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is the world's longest-running recruiting education podcast. Other Recruit Me resources are the free Recruiting Power Pack that you can sign up for on the recruit-me.com homepage. You will get 3 helpful recruiting tools to help get you started. Also, the free Recruit Me monthly newsletter can come to you every first Friday of the month by signing up on the recruit-me.com website. The cornerstone of Recruit Me is the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. For only $39, you will be sent a 165-page manual, a 46-page workbook, and 2 worksheets to help you organize your college school list and your parameters list. The Recruit Me 3.0 system guides you step-by-step through the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship. Step 1, select the right schools to contact. Step 2, write a great email. Step 3, create your 1-page profile. Step 4, build your questionnaire. Step 5, track your communications. Step 6, send 1-page updates. And Step 7, make your school choice wisely. Also in the manual are the 10 myths about athletic scholarships. Know when and how to use videos. Choose the right camps and showcases. Register with the NCAA Eligibility Center. Parent-athlete teamwork. Advice from Recruit Me families. The importance of your academics, recruiting rules, and frequently asked recruiting questions. Join me next week for the second episode in this 4-part series covering what to do each year of high school for recruiting. Episode 361 will cover what to do your sophomore year of high school. Listen next Tuesday on your favorite podcast app or on recruit-me.com. Please share the Athletic Scholarship Podcast with your student athlete, your parents, and even athletes you know that are attending a junior college or looking to transfer. Thank you for listening to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast.